again, and today guys, I'm here to do another anime review, and the anime review is to Masamune-kun no Revenge Episode 2, guys. Before I actually get into the episode 2 review, when I got into this series, I told you guys I knew what this series is. I knew what this series is because I heard of it, I've seen of it. I have not read it, original source. I knew it was a manga, and I was trying to remember where did I learn it from, because I don't even remember seeing learn it from YouTube, and I noticed I found it. Sorry guys, my phone went off there. But I found it in the bookstore, one of my local bookstores in Oxford. I go to Oxford when I go to college, guys, if you want to know. And when I found it in one of the local bookstores there, that's why I knew where this series was, because I've actually seen the manga of it. I've seen what the manga looked like, and that's why I sort of recognized it and knew what this anime was, because it sounds so similar to the... Just a minute, guys. Why is it how playing up? Don't know why that, but I'm surprised I knew this series. I'm surprised I actually even found it before anybody even mentioned me about it or anything. So I was actually surprised knowing that this was a manga, because I ended up finding the manga in my local bookstores before the anime came out. So it was something to know about, which I'm a bit shocked at. Okay, why is it reacting like that? Weird. My phone's reacting for some reason. But anyway, let's get to a review of episode 2 of Masamune-kun no Revenge. So in this episode, if you guys remember from the last episode, Masamune-kun ended up getting a letter that represents his nickname, Pigfoot. Because you remember when he was a kid, if you guys remember from the last episode, we got introduced to why he was trying to get revenge on Akame. Still getting her name wrong. I'm still Akame. I'm still gonna get her name wrong, or still gonna get the main female character's name wrong. But yeah, he's trying to get revenge on her, and we all know why he's doing it, because when he tried to confess his love to her, we found out she's a bitch, and she pretty much kills people with nicknames and stuff, and to insult them, decline them, and of course one of them, when he was a kid, he was fat and chubby, he got called Pigfoot. And now that's unfortunately had his old nickname, and we're wondering who would have sent it, and it ends up being her subordinate, or her, you can say, servant, her friend, Kotori, I think is her name. Kashua? Oh man, I'm trying to get all her name. Let's see. But I think it's Kashua. I think it's her name. But pretty much, you could say the servant girl of the series, because every rich female girl always has a female sidekick behind her, who's the servant for her. And of course, we ended up finding she's the servant, and we found out, and Masamune did not notice until then that you were there that time, because when he found out it was her, he was like, "How do you know?" I don't even remember my time until he noticed that the girl in the picture, the little blurred out picture in the window of Akame's estate. She was there when they were kids. So actually, that's the reason she knew, because she used to be there all the time. It's just Masamune never knew. He never knew she was there. So that was shocking thing. And he was like worrying that she's going to end up revealing who he is to Akame. Then we're going to find out she is willing to help him with his revenge. Now, this is where we getting a bit worrisome for Cash, because when she saw her darker side, like, she was acting all cute and clumsy and stuff, but then she showed her darker side, like her true colors, pretty much being the servant sort of thing, being the badass servant sort of cliche thing, even though she's not badass. That's the biggest problem, that she has, she gets the attitude in, but she doesn't have the skills to show it yet. But she gets that badass mode on out. Yeah, and she says she will help, and I'm like, okay, why? Because she reveals that her family's been working under Akire's family for 300 years. Yikes! That family must have been rich for at least 300 years or more. That is something. That shows how long this family bloodline has been rich and being nobles and stuff. But that means at one time there must be nobles at least. Well, not every rich, for anybody who doesn't know, not every rich person is a freaking noble. I think you all should know about that by now. So when you're wondering how, but this kind of state they're in, I think they're a noble family, but how long have they been nobles for? They've been quite a long time. Now, I'm wondering, why was she? Because as a cliche of a psychic servant to a female character who is a rich character, to a rich female character, usually they're honor bound. They're so honor bound, they will not ever betray their mistress / master. They will never do that. So that's why I'm a bit skeptical now, because there is a possibility that she will try to lure Mr. Kieran into a trap, or that she is actually willing to help him, because she can also be the other form of servant who was willing to make her master go through embarrassing situations for some form of pleasure. But that's mostly ecchi anime. Well, this series is an ecchi, but it's not, full-blown ecchi that's gonna say like High School DxD or Testament. Especially Testament actually has that role for one of the female characters. Damn. But yeah, definitely not in that kind of level. Definitely not that kind of level of fan service and ecchi moments. But of course, it's ecchi. I think it's obvious from the fan service we got from this episode, from this girl. In fact, because her clumsiness, in a way, you can actually tell it's somewhat act. I don't know why. It has that act feeling to it. So maybe like her clumsiness is a play on. I don't know. It's possible, because I did sense that from the beginning as well, that she had a bit, or maybe her way she was acting is fake. She was not doing this on purpose, and well, yeah, I think you guys understand from that. So she was not doing this by her natural means. She's doing this on purpose. She's doing it to make it believable. But again, you can tell as a watcher, you can tell if you're in that universe in general, you might not have noticed, because she does it all the time, so that's a bigger problem. As a watcher, you can tell that she is somewhat acting it, but again, she's not. But I'm still surprised if she is acting out, or if she's just acting out. How far will she go to actually embarrass herself, to keep this persona of her undercovered? Because she did a full-blown panty shot, knicker shot, being British. I'm British, so we call them knickers. So complete knicker shot. Yeah, it sounds better saying panties when you're saying this, but full-blown underwear shot of her, and got to tell you, that ass of hers. Yeah, that ass. Like, woo, that close to me. It's like, whoa. And I guess I gotta say, I was like, I gotta say, I like the view. I can't deny that. I'm a guy, straight guy, so I'm gonna say yeah, I can't deny that. But don't forget, she was shown this, and I did say there's a possibility she could be acting this out. So that's why I'm wondering, any female character from anime and in real life, usually, if they have some form of moral demeans, usually don't go willingly do that. Even if they're undercover or something, unless they actually are either sluts or they actually are trying to do that to seduce someone if they're a spy or something. Like, but as an ordinary person or someone who may work for a rich family but is not an agent or anything, or not as powerful as them, those kind of people, like a FBI agent or slut rich, any of those two, just thinking, how far will she actually go? Because if that is the case, if she is undercovering herself by using this facade, then I have to give her props, because usually get to the point where you actually would show your underwear off is actually somewhat impressive and actually brave for her, because she knows that by doing that she's giving it a flash to pretty much more than just one people, because she's even done it. She does it in front of more just one person. She does it she falls all over a lot, and her being shown by seen by a lot of people. Anybody could see what could happen. So that's why I'm wondering, how brave is she, or is she just that clumsy? Like, she actually is that clumsy. Now, that's I'm just saying. That's what I'm thinking of. The two possibilities that when she falls over, it's either she's that brave at faking it, and actually willing to go that far, to a point where she can embarrass herself by a lot, but she's able to cope with it, or that she's actually that clumsy. I'm actually hoping for the latter. I'm actually hoping for her to actually be clumsy. Main reason why? Fan service reasons. Fan service reasons, yes, because forced on fan service, it's obvious. They're not really that great. It, again, as guy, like I said, it's good, I like it, I can't deny, but when it's forcing it in your face, then no. And that's the problem. What I don't like about someone faking it is that means that animators are forcing this because the characters force themselves to do it, which I'm not a big fan of seeing that on characters. But if they're making a character to actually do it because they're a clumsy character, then okay, go for it. I'm alright with that. Unless they actually do it over and over and over again every single minute. For a series that's not meant to be a complete fan service series. If it is posted to be a complete fan service series, then I will cut that down. I will be alright. But there is a level course in that as well. How far I would feel like, why is this not fucking hentai? That is just one line I would just think about. When I'm watching my anime, I will always see, when it comes to fan service, either... Why am I talking about fan service? I'm talking about this anime, but I'm just going to give a talk. When I think about fan service, there is a certain level of fan service I do want to see in my anime. I do want to see uncensored tits in my anime. I can't deny that if they're going to show tits, I would be more willing to see them. But what does piss me off when it comes to fan service, for example, Testament and High School DxD, this is when these fan service series piss me off. Even though I like them, I can't deny that. After all, it's my third most favorite genre. I can't deny that as well. What makes me piss off, because this is something I would watch. I'm actually willing to maybe watch this in public. These Testament and High School DxD I might be willing to watch in public, because I know they're just normal anime. But the problem is how far they actually were going with these animes that makes the point that maybe, no, I don't want to watch it outside my own home. Even though they're just normal anime, they're able to do that. It's just that borderline that feels like you can't, because it's porn. You get in that mind that's saying this is porn, even though it's not. And that's why I'm hoping that this doesn't go this route, because this is something I actually could watch, maybe just to watch outside, like watching college or something if I want to. If I'm bored or something, I maybe can watch that, because even though I have fan sub, it won't be overly top. And so far, this is definitely not over top. It has shown a bit, but not as much as like other series have, which I'm glad about. And because it shows you they're trying to contain the fan service as much as it can, even though it's a fan service series again. But like I said, when it comes to, if I want to see very sexualized fan service, I only want to see that in the hentai. Oh god, just make that individual episode a hentai. And then if we really want to continue with the series, we need to accept to watch that episode as a hentai and see it as a porno episode, and then accept that, and just maybe go next episode, and then it can be normal anime again. People can accept that. People, even animators don't even know this, but even though it's a series, and in a way it'd be mentally wrong to change some of the episodes into a porno, even though the original other episodes of that were not. It will still make sense if that series originally had so much fan service to the point where it's so the point that the characters should end up fucking right now, or doing the sexual act right now. They're doing sexual acts, then they should do it straight away. But I digress. Why am I talking about that? But anyway, if they're gonna do that at all, I'm just saying, just make the entire series, or at least some of the episodes when they do cause sexual things, into a porno section. I'm just saying that. Just make it hentai. And I'm just gonna say that. But that's why it does sort of dig me down, because that means I cannot watch it, because in a way the series would be like a porno. Even though it's not. But I digress from that. But let's get back to it. So like I said, I'm hopeful Masamune-kun doesn't do that, because of, like I said, the content of how the fan service would look. It's gonna be very graphical. I can definitely tell it's gonna be graphical, because the way that, even though it won't be as revealing, it'll be more graphical when it comes to the style of how they're gonna pull it off. And you can definitely tell they make the, like I said, Kotaro is like I'm still gonna muck up the name, but pretty much the servant girl's ass. Oh my god, that looked good. I can't deny it. It looked graphically good. Like, even though if you're not pervert, guys, even if you're not into pervy things, you cannot deny in art purpose, you can't deny that actually looked pretty good in an art standpoint, which I actually can't deny that. I know, I'm saying pervy things in an art standpoint, but in a way it works, I can't deny that. But yeah, I can't deny, it looked pretty good, and I don't know what I expect from the fan service. I'm gonna see some more graphic, like more good image to the fan service, which I'm gonna be alright with. But that's when I might also be worried that if they're gonna do that, that means if they ever go to a high form of fan service, then that might make me feel like we want to make it hentai, because it is the graphical side of it does make it a point it could become one if it wanted to. But I digress. But I already know it's definitely not, because I found the 3 fucking volumes of it in the shop already. So the manga. So I definitely know it's not hentai, because we don't sell fucking hentai in our bookshops. In Oxfordshire, for the ones in Oxford, we don't. I already checked that. We don't sell anything like that in our bookshops. That just shows you. So yeah, I'm just wondering. But anyway, sorry about me talking about fan service thing. What I know is about this episode, Masamune-kun no Revenge, episode 2. sorry I got to a big conversation about fan service. It's just that I just want to get out there. I just want to get out there at some point. How I like fan service a lot. I can't deny there's a point I don't really want to see it in my anime unless it's actually in a porno. And that's it. But anyway, now the overall animation of Masamune-kun. I actually got to say it looked decent, as expected from Silverlink. Silverlink does do very good animation when it comes to this series. I'm glad they've done this, and I really like how the animation all around, especially like I said, ooh, that ass. Yeah, I can't deny that. So yeah, but overall episode kind of bland. It's just the main thing is just thinking that like quarter up. Also another thing that Masamune-kun in a way confessed to oxfordshire and to trying to find a way to make up for another. So he confesses, but yet again he doesn't, even though he does, and she still is not in that affection, and she declined him in a bad way. But at least she didn't decline him in a way that is too insultive. At least I give her props for that. Like, she has done worse, and it looks like she does accept Miss Masamune-kun as a hottie. You can definitely tell she cannot deny that, because if she does not accept this guy completely as a person, we already know what she will do. We already know what she will fucking do already. We all know what she will fucking do. Even though again what she did was bitch-like and an asshole-like, that's actually a meteoric level compared to what she did last episode to that fucking guy, the other guy, who looked like hot, but then suddenly revealing so many secrets. I feel like, oh, this guy's disgusting, a scumbag and everything. Like, but yeah, compared to that, this one was just a mediocre one, which that means in a way she does accept that he has good points, and she does accept there's not that much thing bad about him. And we also know that she still doesn't know that he's Pigfoot. So I'm still wondering, what is Kotaro looking for? What does she want to get revenge on Oscusa as well? Because I'm still wondering why her own servant want revenge on her. Why would her own servant want revenge on her? And the only thing I say is that maybe she actually does not have that pride of a servant character with a rich character in the series. She actually just does it because it's a family tradition, and even though it's a family tradition, doesn't want to accept it, and she just wants to get some form of revenge on her, so she can tease a mistress or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, overall, this episode was like decent for this kind of series. It's not too much going on. Like I said, just sorry for me going for that long talk with fan service. Just sorry about that. Sorry I have to go for that long talk, but I just want to bring that out. Just wanted to say that in a piece. I just want to say that overall, what I think about fan service overall. So sorry I had to mention that in this episode, but anyway, guys, that's my anime review to Masamune-kun no Revenge episode 2. I hope you guys like it. Comment, share, fans today. If you guys in the fan mail, go in the description down below. My address there, and yeah, hope you guys like it. Come on, subscribe and hit the bell as well, guys. And I see you guys later. Bye, guys. Wow.